Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that a lot of beginners in the running world struggle with. The common mistakes to avoid when you're just starting out. So if you are new to running or thinking about giving this a shot, this video is definitely for you. Mistake number 1. Doing too much too soon. Trust me, I get it, I've been there. You're excited, you hit the road full force. But there's one thing, running is really tough, especially if you haven't done this before. It's tough on your joints, it's tough on your muscles and tendons. Don't make the mistake of underestimating just how challenging it can be. And hey, don't compare yourself with other seasoned runners that are just zooming past you. They didn't start that way either. They started, most probably, slow, steady and carefully. And you need to start slow. Listen to your body and build up gradually. Which brings us to mistake number 2. Setting unrealistic expectations. Maybe a friend invited you to run a marathon next month and you thought, sure, why not? But progress in running, like in everything else, takes time. Don't overcommit yourself to something that might end up being more than you can handle. Be patient with yourself and set realistic goals. So for example, you might want to start with a goal that is 5k, just 5k. Then you can make it a 10k, and then gradually you build up to a half marathon or even more. Don't think that you can prepare yourself to a marathon from the couch in 3 months. Maybe you can, maybe you cannot. But if you cannot, you most likely will get injured, and this is way worse than just being patient, right? Now let's talk about mistake number 3. Ignoring the signals from your body. Your body is pretty good at letting you know when enough is enough, when you need to stop. So if you start feeling a metallic taste in your mouth, or experiencing knee pain or any sharp pain or intensive pain anywhere in the body, please pay attention. These are the signals from your body that you might be pushing yourself too hard and risking injury. And trust me, that's just not worth it. I've been in this situation where I've already had to go to Iceland for a marathon, but I had sharp pain in my foot. I had a tendonitis, which means that there was an inflammation in my foot. So did I go? Yes, I did go, because I was young and stupid, and also because I already paid for the tickets and for the hotel. I went through the tendonitis with painkillers, which was absolutely not the best idea, and I advise everyone against it. If you have any kind of pain, but you feel like you're obliged to participate in an event that you plan to, think twice. Just think twice. But on the other hand, mistake number 4, overthinking. You don't need a perfect plan or ideal weather conditions to actually start running. Don't waste time procrastinating or getting caught up in trying to find this perfect plan, whatever that is. Just lace up your shoes and hit the road. I think that in 99% cases it's better to lace up your shoes and just go for a 15-minute run than to not do anything at all. Because remember, doing something here, at least a 15-minute run, is better than doing nothing, because at the very least you're building a habit, a very good habit, a healthy habit. So just go out, just do it. I'm like Shia LaBeouf now, just do it. Now on to mistake number 5. Undermining technique. Running might seem simple, and it actually is pretty much, well, relatively speaking, obviously, but actually there's a little bit more to it than putting one foot in front of the other. Proper technique can minimize trauma and reduce your risk of injury. So take some time to learn the basics and focus on your form, which means that you might want to spend first few training sessions just practicing the technique. There are a lot of videos on YouTube how to actually run with the proper form to minimize trauma, and I think that the most of them will focus on not landing on your heel first with your full weight, because that will produce the biggest impact on your knee joint. In generally, I would recommend landing on somewhere on the middle of your foot, maybe on the balls of your feet. And finally, mistake number 6, undermining at least the minimal gear. Sure, running doesn't require a ton of equipment, unlike cycling, for example, but you need to make sure that you at least have the proper running shoes. And I think that if I were to give advice on what to actually buy for running, the only thing would be running shoes. After that, we might want to debate about heart rate monitor or like a smartwatch, but running shoes is a definite yes. Trust me, your feet will thank you later, and obviously just not in terms of the health, but also from the point of comfort. Running shoes are specifically designed to be comfortable while running. This is why, for example, you buy them a little bit bigger than your normal shoes. So for instance, my European size is 45. I tend to buy running shoes of 46.5 to 47, which is quite a lot. It's a really a big foot, because your foot gets wider while it's running. It gets squished a little bit, which is why you need a bigger shoe to accommodate for that squishing. This is not a professional term though. So there you have it, guys. 6 common mistakes to avoid if you're new to running. Remember, it's all about patience and just listening to your body and taking it one step at a time. If you liked the video, click like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.